Hi, welcome to the Cutesy Shelf. My name is DM. I got a request on how to put the KSCRAFT heart rosette together, and I'm gonna get to that in a moment, but I thought like while I'm at it, I might as well do a mini project share as well as give you some ideas that might not seem so obvious when you first look at this die. So the heart rosettes come in two different sizes. The large die set allows you to create a heart that measures 3 inches tall, and then the small one measures 2.5 inches. And so the die comes with like this beautiful doily edge, and then it also comes with this layering piece. And then on the side here, I just have some examples that I put together. And so here's that beautiful doily edge, and then the layering piece. And of course you can decorate them any way you want, like by adding centers. And then here's an example where I just added glitter around the edges. And then the other thing that you can do is with these layering pieces, like normally, like this is what it would look like, right? But if you were to like cut multiple of these layering pieces, you could add like a thin border to that inside layering piece, or you could also make it thicker and just have like, you know, multiple layers to your heart. And let me show you what it looks like, an example. Okay, so here's an example of the heart as it is. And then here's an example where I added a red foil little border to this one. And I think it makes it really cute. And then if you do that right, what I would recommend is try to keep the shape the same. So for example, this is how big it should be, right? So for this, all I did was I moved this over a bit, and so like I glued that like that and then added this, so I didn't really have to do anything else. But if you wanted like a thicker border here, you could also like trim this down, this one piece down in the center here. And then, so that's one thing you can do. And so here's another example where I have like a, like, you know, thin edge, thin little border around the heart. And I think it's really cute. And then of course, so when you're like layering the pieces, right, you could also have like a double doily edge. For example, well, you could do all kinds of things. You could like mix and match. So, you know, and then here is an example of one where like it's got like 2 doily edges and then just a regular one in the middle. So that's another idea for you. And then of course, you could also, so this is what the small heart looks like, right? And then you could also make the heart even smaller just by, you know, trimming down the inside piece. So if you were to, let me just show you quickly again here. So if you, this is the piece, right? And then say, all you have to do is just trim down this inside piece, and then you could make a smaller heart. And of course you can have it like layered as well, and then just trim down the inside to make a smaller heart. And then here is another example of that smaller heart that I made. And I added a charm to this one. And then the other thing that you can do as well is, you know how we all love our like crepe rosettes? Well, you can take your crepe paper and then make crepe heart rosettes. And so here are some examples. Here's an example of the small one, and then here's an example of the bigger one. And then for these, like I didn't add anything to the centers yet, just because like I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with them. But you can also layer these as well. So for those of you who say you struggle with making like crepe rosettes, like this is gonna be a game changer for you, because like not only are you making like a regular looking rosette, you're making a like a heart-shaped one. And then I found that if you make them like crepe, make them from crepe paper, I would recommend using at least like 6 layers so that it's really sturdy. So for example, this is what the 6 layers looks like, and then this one has 8 layers just to make it even like more sturdy, so it's, you know, you can have really sturdy rosettes. Okay, and so those are the ideas that I have for you. And then let me just quickly move this all aside so that I can also show you like some, like just some little embellishments that I made. So for these embellishments, I took out those like these flat backs that I recently hauled, and I made these little embellishments. So here we just have the heart rosette. I added a glitter bow here and then added a charm at the bottom, and then use a paper straw to make it look like there's like a arrow going through the heart. And then for the heart over here, I just use the these hearts that you can get at the Dollar Tree right now. And then this the end of the arrow here, the other side of the arrow, is just from a like heart rosette die set that I got from the Surprise Creation store. So this is how the first one turned out. And I did make a couple, so let me show you the other ones. And then here's another one. And for this one, I have My Melody in the center here. And then the outside piece here is made from vellum. And then I just cut out like some like glittered hearts and added them to the ridges here so that they would stay on using hot glue. And then added a charm at the bottom here. And then this is just another style of the one of the arrows that you can get from the Surprise Creation die set, which I'm going to put a link to in the description box below. And then I also added this little banner that says I Heart You. And this is this banner is a lawn fawn banner. And then I just made the sentiment using my Silhouette Cameo machine. So that's how the second one turned out. And then here's another one. And so this one's really simple again. And for this one, I use this beautiful like iridescent straw that I got. I forgot where I got it from, but I think it's just the dollar store. And then for this one is made of crepe. So is this one. And then for this one, I also added glitter around the edges. Just gonna make sure this is in focus. So I just use glossy accents to like go around the edge and then just add glitter. And I think these turned out so cute. So this is a great way to get rid of your straws, because like I have so many straws and I was trying to get rid of them, as well as the like those foam type of hearts. And then here's another one. And again, really simple. And this one's like a Hello Kitty one. And I just switched it up by using like pink for this one. And then here's another flat back in the middle. And then this one says Cutie Pie. And then this is the last one that I made. It's another vellum one. And this one I just added a faux glitter bow to it as well. And I think these turned out so cute. So this is just an embellishment idea for you. And then, so now, without further ado, I'm gonna show you how to put the like rosette together. So if you wanted to stick around for that. For the tutorial, I'm using the large size heart. So after you cut out your pieces, what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna take one of the pieces, we're gonna take the outside piece, and we're gonna start with a mountain fold. So this first piece over here, we're just gonna like fold it down like this. And it's like a mountain, it looks like a mountain. So that's your mountain fold. And then you're just gonna accordion fold the rest. And I'm just gonna put it down here because I just wanna make sure the camera's in focus. And then like anytime we're layering papers and like gluing them together, I like to like, and they require folding, I like to fold them separately. That way the paper doesn't buckle or crack in certain places, like the crease lines. The fold lines. So that's why like I like to do it separately. Okay, so this is the outside, and then we're gonna do the same thing with the inside. So we're gonna start at the top of the heart here, and we're gonna do a mountain fold like this. So there's your mountain fold. So that's how you start it off. And then you just accordion fold the rest of the way. And then like after you do this, you would do the exact same to the other piece, like start with the mountain fold for all of them. And another thing is, because this, I really like this heart because it allows you to make a really like symmetrical looking heart so that it's not wonky. And because we're folding all of these in the same way, we can join the edges and then get a really like symmetrical looking heart. Okay, so it should look like this. And then, so this piece would go on top of this one. And then next what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the glue. And then, so for the glue, like you just need to get good coverage on the ends. And then for the inside, I just do like every other, because I think that's enough. And then it prevents the paper from like buckling too much. So just get like a dab on the inside, and then for the ends, like just get good coverage for the ends like that. Okay, and then we're just gonna take our other piece, and because we're layering it on, we just want to make sure the ends are gonna fit really nicely at first. So it's important for those ones to fit nicely. So just make sure that the ends are like on nicely like that. And then just go one by one. This doesn't take long really. And then just make sure, you know, it lines up with the edge. And it doesn't, like, it's okay if the inside doesn't really line up. It's more of the edge that you want to make sure that lines up properly. Okay, so make sure the end pieces really line up nicely like this. Okay, and then what you're gonna wanna do is just squish it into place like this so that the glue sticks nicely. And then you're gonna do the same with the other side. So that's the first side. And then I did do the other side off camera just to save time. So this is what it would look like. And then to get your symmetrical looking heart, what we're gonna need to do is just like glue these two edges together like this. And then another thing with these hearts is that usually the top and bottom of the hearts will really want to pop off. So what I would recommend is, again, using liquid glue. And then when you add your glue, make sure you get like the top, like the edges basically. Just get nice coverage. Like so. And then put them together. Okay, and you just want to take your time with these like the ends, because that's the most important thing. Make sure they line up. And then what I would do as well is, because the top and bottom of the hearts usually like tend to pop off, what I do is I just put a clip on this, like each of the sides, and then you have to wait for the glue to dry completely, like 100%. And so we're gonna go ahead and do the other side. And glue this. I hope this is all in focus. Okay. Make sure you get good coverage, especially on these sides too, if you don't want it to like pop off. And then just attach these. the ends again. And then like if you want to hang a charm off of your heart, just make sure the holes line up at the back as well. That way you don't have to punch another hole in the back. And what I mean is like right here, make sure these holes line up. That's if you want to, like, I'm gonna make sure this is in focus. The holes at the back, just make sure they line up so that, you know, you don't have to punch another hole later. Okay, and so just make sure this is, squish it together so that, you know, it sticks nicely. And then before like forming your rosette, what I would do is like set this aside so that it can like dry 100% completely. That way it won't, you know, pop right off again. So I did do that off camera, and let me just grab my rosette that's already dried. So this is what it looks like. And then we're gonna squish it into place now, because later you're gonna find that because this rosette gets like stretched to the max, if you try to adjust this later and pinch the ridges, it's gonna like most likely rip. So just do that now, like you know, shape it nicely, and then we're just gonna form our rosette. And I just want to make sure this is in focus. So to do that, you just go like this, and then this is what your heart should look like. And then like normally when like I usually would put the like a little circle that I cut out on the back, because I normally don't know what I'm gonna do with the front. But in this case, I'm just gonna put this, I'm gonna be adding this little foam heart that I got from the dollar store on the front here. So I already know what I'm gonna put. So I'm gonna add the glue to the front here. Oops, and my glue gun might not reach here because the cord. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is now I'm just gonna add the glue. And then add the foam heart to the front. And so that's, just hold it in place for a moment here. And that's it. So that's what it's gonna look like. And then you could also add another piece to the back just to like reinforce it, which I'm gonna do quickly here. I'm just gonna pull this over a bit because my glue is like, the extension is not long enough because this is not my craft room. Okay, and then I'm just gonna add this to the back as well, so that it's like reinforced. And you should use like one of these little things to protect your fingers, so that you don't burn them. And then that's pretty much it. And that's how it would look. And then I just wanted to also give you a tip on if you were to make the crepe paper ones. So in order to do the crepe paper ones, like this has like 6 layers, which you know, you cut them out all at once. And then I don't add glue to the middle here. I just add glue to the like the flaps in between. And then that's all you need. And then, so that's the tip for the crepe rosette ones. And that is pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. And if you have any questions or comments, please let me know down below. Thank you so much. Bye.